Hi, it's Dan, and welcome back to the Rock Nerd Radio Show here on YouTube. And today we're going to do kind of a throwback, and we're going to spend a couple minutes looking at the old Toy Biz Build-A-Figure Giant Man, and then we're going to kind of discuss my thoughts on the new HasLab Giant Man.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.
So first and foremost, it's not easy to get such a tall character on frame. So you see most of him, and I'll be moving him around as we go. But this is the original Toy Biz Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Giant Man. And he still looks pretty impressive. In fact, you know, bringing him closer to the camera in terms of articulation, like, there is a ball joint at the head, so the head does look around. There is nice waist movement. There is crunch here. I feel like it's supposed to be a little clicky, and mine over time has gotten less clicky, but it works. Now, I know the new one, like, there's like an overlay for this, where while this is just a paint application, but they did paint all the way up so it doesn't break off in the color at all, and in the back too, they did the same thing. I honestly forgot that he does have like slight butterfly joints here at his shoulder. Of course, the arms can go in and out, they can rotate around. There is a double jointed elbow, of course, swivel as well. Rotate at the glove cut, so not at the hand, but at the glove. Hands can move in and out, and individually articulated fingers, which was really cool back in the day. So, you know, you can have them pointing if you really want to. You can make a fist, open hand, whatever you want to do. Going down to the legs, this was something that I feel like Toy Biz, as ahead as they were in the game when they were making Marvel Legends, like these big, ugly, kind of ball-jointed hips, they work. You know, they allow the figure to kick all the way out, and, you know, kick. I guess it's tight, I haven't moved it in a while, but it does kick out, you know, this way as well. I just really don't want that to break. Of course, rotation, double jointed knee, boot cut for the boot to turn, ankle pivot, you can kind of see it wiggling. In fact, if I hold it up here, not a lot, but it's there. Of course, the feet can, trying not to drop this too, feet can move back and forth, and there is toe articulation. So this Giant Man has quite a bit of articulation. Let me stand him back up. But overall, is still pretty decent for what you got back in the day. This came out almost 20 years ago. In terms of figure comparison, again, while we're not looking all the way, I'll angle down a little bit, quite at the bottom of these figures. You know, I do have two other Avengers type characters here standing here with him, and we have Hulk and Captain America. And Hulk really comes up to about his waist, Cap to his the mid part of his thigh there. So really, he is a good height. He's not like overly giant, and I still really like the way that he looks. One other thing I wanted to point out with this figure was it was a Build-A-Figure, and it's more than your standard Build-A-Figure pieces that you get now were needed to build this figure. So the upper body and head was one piece, the lower body and waist was one piece, two pieces so far. The arms, so the shoulders were attached, but the middle of the arm was a piece, as well as the glove. So both on the same. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that we had. The legs were pieces, so that's up to 8. And then the boots were pieces. So it needed 10 figures to build out this Giant Man. And at the time, it was a Walmart exclusive, and it was kind of hard to get it back then. So honestly, I didn't finish this Giant Man probably until about 10 years ago, despite its age being like 17 years old. It took me a while to get all the pieces for it. All right, so I'm off the tripod for the rest of this, but you can see that I have the old Giant Man standing in the back of what is kind of left of my Avengers display. I kind of cleared out a lot of Avengers characters, both heroes and villains, over the summer. And this is kind of what I have left. It's like my main Avengers team, heavily inspired by the Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon, plus some other characters who I just really like, and then, you know, some villains in the background. But the old Giant Man just fits in there, you know, and he's even still kind of crouched down a little bit. So that space issue is definitely something that's been on my mind concerning this new HasLab Giant Man. All right, so with all that said and shown off and stuff, I just wanted to kind of give my opinion on this new HasLab Giant Man. Honestly, I think it looks great. I think it looks like a really, really cool figure. I think the price is great. I kind of enjoy that the tiers aren't locking any figures behind that, like paywalls, so it's just, some extra head stuff. I think the innovations they've made with this figure are very cool, and it really does look like an awesome HasLab. But as you just saw in my own personal display here, I've trimmed down my Avengers display. There's not a whole lot of a room on that shelf for any additional Avengers. I have room for one or two more characters who I'm looking for. Come on, Jack of Hearts. But yeah, I don't think I personally have the space for it. I'm on the fence. I might end up buying it. Honestly, that old Build-A-Figure sells for about $200 anyway last time I checked. So the price of the new one is a great price, and significantly taller too. Again, 24 inches. You can see in the background behind me that the HasLab Sentinel is back there, and and even Galactus. That stuff is there because, like, first off, Galactus I wanted to put somewhere else. I didn't have the room because of how high my ceilings are. So that stuff is there and arranged that way because that's how I really wanted that stuff. I wouldn't put the Avengers up on like that smaller part of a shelf where the Sentinel and Galactus are. So again, like my own space, my own personal display kind of thing, that's where I'm at. Now, they have shown pictures of the new HasLab Giant Man kind of crouching and kneeling. So part of me is wondering, could I make him fit in my display if he crouches down? Would that take up a lot of room? I'd love to have dimensions on that, like, how tall is he when he crouches? Something like that. But it does look really cool, and I'm not here to badmouth the HasLab campaign. I think it looks very good. I think that the Marvel Legends team did a great job on it. And let me know in the comments below what you think. Have you already backed the HasLab Giant Man? Are you not planning on it? One thing I ask, let's keep it civil. Like, you might not like something, but that doesn't mean your opinion is the end-all be-all, just as mine isn't the end-all be-all. But be respectful. So if you want to leave a comment, I'm fine with that. Just, keep it civil. That's all I'm asking. So until next time, I've been Dan. You've been pretty awesome. Let me know what you think about the new HasLab Giant Man, or the old Giant Man if you want. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.